Hi, we took advantage of our off week last week, got our guys fresh, got a little extra time to enjoy our win over Nevada, which was nice for our guys, and got our guys out recruiting our staff at the end of the week. We know this is a huge week. It's a chance for us to have a championship game here Saturday, and look forward to playing a very tough bowl opponent in Air Force, and we're about where we wanted to be. We're playing the last week and win a conference championship. So with that, we'll open it up to questions.
The bye week, do you like it now? I mean, you have so much mojo going. You've won 4 in a row. And, I mean, for you as a coach, you still okay with that break?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things you don't have control over, so you better make the best of it. But I like the fact that, at least offensively, you get an extra week to get ready for a very difficult offense to try to defend. So I know our defensive coaches appreciated that week, and it's going to be a very physical game. They're going to block low, and we're going to have a lot of bumps and bruises, and so to get our guys a little bit more fresh, I think really helped.
You touched on a little bit the challenges of facing the Air Force blocking scheme. What are the physical challenges for the guys up front, for the guys that will be attacking the line of scrimmage?
Well, this is not the biggest offensive line we'll face, but by far it's the quickest offensive line we'll face. They do a great job of scramble blocking and blocking low. If you don't have your knees bent and you use your hands and play with a great pad level, they're going to get you off your feet and on the ground, and that's all it takes. They execute their scheme probably better than anybody we play. They play extremely hard. They've got some guys that have been in that system for years, and so Clay Hendricks, our offensive line coach, does a phenomenal job. Every year it seems like he's got 5 senior starters that start and they graduate, and the next year he's got a new group of 5 senior starters, and they don't skip a beat. And you can just see this year's a little different. They've got a couple of younger guys in there, but they're a machine, and our guys have got to do a great job of this week of playing with great pad level from a physical blocking standpoint. They're physical on the perimeter. They're going to arc and crack and cut you, and they design a number of different formations, motion shifts, and schemes to hit you kind of when you're not looking. And at the same time, if you got someone, I've got dive, I've got quarterback, I've got pitch, they'll change up the blocking scheme on you, and now somebody's got to adjust whether they have dive or quarterback. It makes it tough.
How is their scheme different from New Mexico State? I mean, New Mexico.
It's quite different. They're going to do a little bit more play action pass, although last week probably wasn't indicative of that. They've got a quarterback that when they want to throw it is very effective in doing it. They get some of their big plays each week off play action pass. They are more of a true triple and midline option team, but they're going to run a good bit of inside and outside zone power. They run some plays that are unique to them. They're going to run some belly G option. I mean, they run a ton of different plays.
What did you do on your bye week? Were you mostly recruiting? Were you watching some football? How did you spend your...
During the week, last week?
Well, or maybe the weekend, the bye week, the weekend.
The week last weekend? Well, we had some coaches out recruiting, and so I was in touch with those guys. I did not personally go out recruit. And we had a little R&R time. I actually got a chance to hang out with my family a little bit over the weekend. Didn't put our Christmas lights up, sorry. But had an almost normal weekend.
Did you watch any football?
I did. Got a chance to see some games, and it's easy to see why people around the country are so excited about college football. I mean, you watch some of these games. Watch the SC-UCLA game, which was very, very exciting. I was able to watch the Oregon-Stanford game, the Baylor versus K-State game. There's some great games. Oklahoma versus West Virginia. Just some fun games to watch.
You ever use examples from games like that with your team?
Absolutely. I think you can learn, and we always encourage our players, hey, watch things. A lot of times special teams, especially in close games, make a big difference. And typically when 2 teams are playing, there's maybe a handful of plays that make the difference in one game. And just having guys see that and realize that over the course of a game there might be 120 plays total. When 5 of them count, you better be diligent and go on full speed in every single one of them, because you don't know when they're going to happen. And when guys sit back and watch it themselves, I think they realize it more.
You know, you haven't been able to see the entire career, like a Ronnie Rouse and Phil Thomas, Travis Brown. Can you just talk about maybe, as a coach, seeing those guys coming down the ramp for the one last time, senior day?
It's going to be bittersweet because those guys, I think, really are the heart and soul of our team, and not just those guys. This entire senior class. I mean, they bought into our core values here of truth and love. I really believe that they've fostered an environment where we've got a family, and they truly love the game of football. They love their teammates. They love competing, and it's great that we have one more opportunity, but at the same point, sad that this is going to be their last opportunity here at Bulldog Stadium. So hopefully we'll go out with a bang and have those guys have a great memory to end their career on. You know, to be undefeated at Bulldog Stadium, win a Mountain West Conference championship, and then go on to a great bowl game. To me, those are some nice memories to be able to reflect back on, and hopefully we get it done Saturday.
What's the significance to you personally?
Well, I think anytime you get an opportunity to show appreciation for the great men and women that are in the military currently and our veterans who have served before, to me there's nothing more American than football, and so if you can tie those things together and honor our military, I think it's a great occasion. You know, this week, as an Air Force Academy grad, and playing them as a competitor, you got to kind of walk a fine line, because I want our guys to understand what these guys are going to do when they graduate, and appreciate them for what they're willing to sacrifice and do for our country to be able to enjoy the freedoms that we have. At the same time, I want them to beat the hell out of them come Saturday. So, like I said, you got to walk that fine line. Our guys are going to love to compete and get after it, but at the end of the game, we're going to stand by Air Force when they sing the alma mater and honor them. And I know we've got some other things going on for military appreciation. We have 4 of our former Bulldog players that are representing each of the services going to be honorary captains. And so I think anytime we can have that tie between the military and our football program, I think it sends a great message.